this is the stairway coming out. Here's my door to the fire department here, or the public hallway here. So we've come up these stairs here. You don't have that up there, so you're trying to lose hoses in the joint. So what we can do normally, and I would do it every time, I would take a link up, right, I wouldn't go any farther than the top. I'd go right to the top, come back down, and that's about 25 to 30 feet of hose I flaked out up the stairs. And then when I do that, that gives me a natural bump out of the public hallway, right? So this scenario, what we're doing here is we're charging it in the safety of the stairway, right? Sometimes we can leave the stairway enclosure, get out in the public hallway and charge it out there. How do we figure that out? What's the determining factor of where we charge our lines? How much space we have? Well, if the hallway is really bad, space doesn't become an issue. If the space is flaking out and charging two different things. So conditions of the public hallway, not the stairway, but the area we have to take that line into to get to the fire. So if we open the door from the stairway enclosure and it's really bad, heat and smoke, we are forced to charge the line where? In the stairway enclosure, right? In the safety of the stairway enclosure. If we open that door out into the public hallway and it's not bad, maybe a light haze, we can smell we got a fire, we can take that line out there dry, right? So flaking out. So say this is that public hallway right here. Here's my door, the stairway. Here's the door to the fire department, here's the stairway. We come out with the dry line. How would you flake it out? Come out with a dry line, put a little loop. Hang on. I'm gonna give you options. Don't relax. Right? Would you go way up here? Come back. Would you come out, put a little this way, come up, and a little this way, and that way? Which one do you think?
I wouldn't go past it.
Why?
Because if I have to bail and conditions are poor, I'm freeing me away from the door.
So did you hear what he said? If I have to bail and I follow a line, I'm going away from my what?
Exit.
My exit, right? So I like a little this way, a little bit of loop here to make that initial push in the apartment, but I'm not going to put the bulk of my flake out beyond the fire area, right? So the second thing we have to remember about that bad public hallway, when we get out here, we have to go find the fire, right? So how do we find a fire? If you're the boss and I come out of the stairway here and I find a doorway right here and I go, Lou, the door's hot, get me some tools, I found a fire, am I right? Why?
Most times you probably are right.
Most times in this scenario, you will be wrong 100% of the time.
Okay, because the door will be open to the fire.
So what are you looking for?
An inward swinging door.
Wow. Yeah.
So
you're looking for the open door, and I guarantee you it will be the only door open.
Because it's conditions and conditions in the hallway.
Well, these people aren't going to open the door and try to get out. They're going to shut the door and shield in place. And he said it. My next question was, if I go down the hallway and I walk into a door, have I found the fire?
If the conditions in the hallway are poor.
So if the conditions in the hallway are poor, and I'm looking for a door, and I walk into an open door, have I found the fire?
What? Through an open door?
Into an open door.
Into
Yeah, I'm in the hallway and I face plant into a door that's open.
Not necessarily.
100% never.
Never, because that's a utility.
You said it. The door's gonna what?
Swing inward
Gonna
door,
swing into the apartment.
right? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
So you're looking for the
So it's like
inward.
a utility door that swings in.
It's a utility door, it's a closet, it could be a
Elevator
garbage chute,
shaft.
an old elevator shaft. You find an outward swinging door in a bad hallway, close the door and move on. It's not the fire. You're looking for, like you said, the inward open swinging door.
That's my next question. Is and I agree with the leaving a little bit of a loop this way, but I always look at the hinges as well.
Swinging the door.
Yeah, because I don't want to come from the hinge side.
But sometimes we are forced, just like, cutting a roof with wind.
That's
I always tell guys about cutting a roof, I like to cut toward my exit. I'm not giving a shit about the wind, but a lot of guys say, we want to cut with the winds in our back. But if you're cutting away from your exit, you know what I mean? So swinging the hinge side, yeah, but it does swing in.
Yes. Got it.
So it may not pose that much of an issue unless we're going really bad against it. You know what I mean?
Got it.
And then we're just going to have to work with that. But I'm not putting 100 feet.
Your
70
egress
feet.
is more important.
It's more important than me struggling which
The
side
hard
of the door.
part you run into, not as much about the line, is when the door opens inward, but it isn't all the way into the wall. Like there's a hallway behind the door,
Right.
or a room behind
So
the door.
what he means
Those
is,
are tough.
so here's my door to the apartment, right? And I open the door, it does this, boom,
And it blocks this.
it blocks this. So now we got to get in,
Right.
Close the door,
close the door,
Yeah.
and get back.
So you
And
can
that's a
block.
bitch.
and that's a real coordinated thing. And with the 2.5
And they're
inch-
dangerous.
They're very dangerous because once it's closed, and we go this way, it's very hard to reopen that door. And guys say, well, we'll just take the door off the hinges.
But
You
then
can't do
what,
that.